brother Tyler disappeared for exactly 3 hours on the night we heard the knocking, and when he came back, something about him was wrong. This happened in October of 2008. We had rented a small hunting cabin deep in the forests outside northern Montana. No phone signal, no nearby roads, no other cabins for miles. Just trees, darkness, and cold mountain air. It was supposed to be a normal hunting trip, just me, my older brother Tyler, and our friend Mason. The first 2 days were completely normal, quiet, peaceful. At night we'd sit near the fireplace drinking cheap beer and listening to the wind hit the trees outside. Looking back now, I wish we had left on the second night. The first strange thing happened before sunset. Tyler noticed animal tracks near the cabin, but they didn't look right. At first I thought they were bear tracks, but the spacing was wrong. Too long, too narrow, almost human. The tracks circled the cabin once, then disappeared near the tree line. No return trail, nothing leading away. Mason joked about it at dinner, but Tyler didn't laugh. He kept staring toward the woods through the kitchen window, like he expected to see someone standing there. That night the temperature dropped hard. The wind became loud enough to shake the walls. And sometime after midnight, Mason woke me up because someone was outside the cabin. At least, that's what he thought. At first, I couldn't hear anything. Then it happened again. 3 slow knocks. Not on the front door, the bedroom window. I remember instantly feeling sick, not scared, sick. Like every instinct in my body was warning me something wasn't right. Tyler grabbed a flashlight and checked outside. Nothing. Just trees moving in the wind. He laughed and said it was probably a branch hitting the cabin, but there were no trees close enough to touch the window. About 20 minutes later, the knocking came back. This time from the back door. Mason looked terrified. Tyler opened the door immediately. I still don't know why. Outside was complete darkness, no animals, no footprints, nothing. Then Tyler suddenly froze. I asked him what was wrong. He didn't answer. He just kept staring into the trees. And then he walked outside. At first we thought he was joking, but he kept walking farther into the forest. No flashlight, no jacket, just darkness swallowing him whole. We started yelling his name, no response. Then we heard something moving between the trees. Heavy footsteps, slow, almost circling us. Mason wanted to go after Tyler immediately, but something deep inside me kept screaming not to leave the cabin. I can't explain it. It felt wrong, like the forest itself was waiting for us. So we locked the doors and waited for almost 3 hours. There was nothing outside except wind. No footsteps, no knocking, nothing. Then around 3 a.m., we heard Tyler's voice coming from outside the cabin.
Guys, let me in.
Mason immediately ran toward the door, but something stopped me. Tyler's voice sounded off, like somebody trying to imitate him. The tone was perfect, but the emotion wasn't there. Then the voice came again, closer this time.
Why are you locking me out?
I looked through the side window, and I swear to God, I saw Tyler standing near the tree line, but he wasn't moving, not even slightly. No breathing fog, no shifting weight. Just standing perfectly still in the dark, watching the cabin. Mason whispered something I'll never forget.
Why is he smiling?
The thing outside slowly lifted one arm, then started knocking on the wall beside the window. 3 very slow knocks. At that moment, Tyler's voice came from behind us, inside the cabin. We both turned instantly. Tyler was standing near the hallway entrance, shaking violently, terrified, confused. He kept asking us why we were screaming. Mason looked back toward the window. The figure outside was gone. Tyler said he remembered following something into the forest. He thought it was me calling his name, but every time he got closer, the voice moved farther away, leading him deeper between the trees. Then he stopped talking suddenly. He looked toward the window behind me, and all the color drained from his face. I turned slowly. There was someone standing outside again, but this time there were 2 of them, both shaped like Tyler, both smiling, perfectly still. One near the trees, one beside the cabin, watching us. Mason started crying. Tyler couldn't stop shaking. And then both figures spoke at the exact same time. Let us in. The cabin lights shut off instantly. No wind, no sound, nothing. Just darkness. Then we heard footsteps inside the cabin hallway, slow, dragging, moving toward us. But Tyler was standing right beside me. The footsteps stopped directly outside the bedroom door. Then came the knocking, 3 slow knocks. Mason started praying quietly. I remember holding my hunting rifle so hard my hands went numb then. Tyler whispered something that still ruins my sleep. That thing learned my voice. The bedroom door handle slowly turned. But before the door opened, the emergency generator activated. Lights came back on instantly, and everything stopped. No footsteps, no knocking, nothing outside. But Tyler still looked terrified. He kept staring toward the hallway. Then he quietly asked something that made my stomach drop.
Did either of you walk past my room earlier tonight?
Neither of us answered. Tyler looked exhausted, pale, like he hadn't slept in days. Then he told us what happened in the woods. He said after following the voice, he eventually found someone standing between the trees. At first he thought it was me. Same height, same jacket. But when it stepped closer, he realized the face was wrong. The eyes were too wide, the smile too large, and according to Tyler, it never blinked once. He said the thing kept speaking in my voice, repeating random phrases, old memories, private conversations. Things nobody else should have known. Then Tyler said something moved behind it in the dark, more shapes watching from deeper in the forest. That's when he ran, and according to him, he could hear multiple footsteps following him back to the cabin, not running, walking. Slowly, like they already knew where he was going. Nobody slept after that. We pushed furniture against every door and window. Tyler kept checking outside every few minutes, and around 4 a.m., we heard something on the roof. At first it sounded like an animal. Then we heard footsteps, human footsteps, walking slowly across the cabin ceiling. One side to the other, then back again. Mason started whispering that we needed to leave immediately. But outside was still completely dark, and deep down, none of us wanted to step into those woods again. Then the footsteps stopped directly above us, and something scratched across the ceiling. Long, slow, deliberate, like fingernails dragging across wood. Tyler aimed his flashlight toward the ceiling. And that's when we heard it whisper.
Tyler.
Not loud, not aggressive, just curious. Like it was practicing his name. Mason completely lost it after that. He started screaming that whatever was outside wasn't human. That it wanted us to open the door. And honestly, I think he was right. Around sunrise, the noises finally stopped. No footsteps, no whispers. Nothing. Just cold wind outside. We packed our things in complete silence. Nobody even touched breakfast. We just wanted to leave. Before we left, Tyler checked the outside wall near the bedroom window and found something scratched into the wood. 3 long marks, too deep to be animal claws. And underneath them, written in mud, was Tyler's name. None of us said a word after seeing that. We got into the truck and left immediately. But while driving down the mountain road, Tyler suddenly looked back toward the trees, then quietly said, "It followed us." I asked him what he meant. He just pointed toward the forest beside the road for a second. I saw something moving between the trees, keeping pace with the truck. Too tall, too thin, moving wrong. Then it vanished. For years we tried convincing ourselves none of it was real. Stress, isolation, fear, anything except the truth. Then 6 months later, Mason disappeared. Police found his truck abandoned near another forest road almost 80 miles away. Driver door open, keys still inside. No signs of struggle, no body, nothing. But investigators did find one thing, a voice recording on his old flip phone. The recording was only 11 seconds long. Most of it was wind noise. But near the end, you can hear Mason whispering something. He says, "It knows we can hear it now after Mason disappeared." Tyler changed. He stopped answering calls, stopped sleeping. He covered every mirror in his apartment with blankets. And every night, he claimed somebody was standing outside his building watching him. Then one night, Tyler called me at almost 2 a.m. I could barely understand him. He sounded terrified. He kept repeating the same sentence over and over. It learned all our voices. Then I heard knocking through the phone. Tyler started crying. He whispered, "It found me again." Then the call disconnected. Police found Tyler's apartment empty the next morning. Front door unlocked, TV still running, coffee still warm. But Tyler was gone. No blood, no signs of struggle, nothing. But according to the officer who searched the apartment, there were muddy footprints leading to Tyler's bedroom window. One set going in, none coming out. That was 16 years ago. Nobody ever found Tyler or Mason. And until recently, I convinced myself whatever happened that night ended in those woods. But 3 weeks ago, someone knocked on my front door at 2:13 a.m. 3 slow knocks. Through the peephole, and standing outside was Tyler, smiling.